Ozempic, all of the different GLP-1 drugs that help people lose weight. That's great, but not everyone have access to those drugs or can even afford them. So I want to go over some natural ways that people can support weight loss in a more natural way and see the same results. So maybe you've thought about taking something like Ozempic, but you don't want to become dependent on the drug, or you might have some concerns about taking the injections, worried about the side effects. You're struggling with trying to lose weight, hitting a wall, you don't know what to do. Today I want to talk about one natural remedy that might actually help you with your weight loss. That is berberine. You may have seen videos talking about Ozempic and how it's compared to herbs like berberine. Today, I'm going over what berberine can actually help you with when it comes to weight loss and what it can't. So just to start off, berberine is not the same as Ozempic, but it does affect some of the same metabolic pathways when it comes to weight loss. So basically, berberine is a plant compound which is found in barberry, golden seal, and Oregon grape. It works at the cellular level. It helps to control blood sugar. It helps with insulin sensitivity, and it helps to balance the gut bacteria. So a lot of people are just learning about berberine, what it is and where it comes from. Well, it's been around for many years. The hype of it is just now growing attention, and that reason is mainly because properties that it has and the ability it has to help you lose weight naturally. The hype with all the GLP-1 drugs, some people are going to be against those, and then you're going to have people who are for those, like they're okay with taking those drugs. Well, we're going to help the people who want to take a more natural alternative route, and that's who I'm speaking to today. And for people who are over 40 plus years old, it's not about willpower anymore. It's going to be about more components than that to get the weight off, because it can be very hard and stubborn to get those last few pounds off, because you got many things that go into that. Weight loss is going to be about your hormones, your metabolism, and insulin resistance. Berberine has grown in popularity over the past few years. They're comparing it to Ozempic, and some people even refer to it as nature's Ozempic. Everybody's calling berberine nature's Ozempic because it helps to improve insulin sensitivity. It does help to reduce the appetite. It also helps to support blood sugar and to help balance it out. There are some differences between berberine and Ozempic. Berberine does not shut down the appetite or make you not feel hungry like Ozempic does. And it does not cause you to lose dramatic, rapid weight loss like Ozempic can. Berberine is more of a metabolic support tool than it is a weight loss drug. It does still help your body release weight. There are reports out there and studies that show that it does help to improve the fasting blood glucose levels. It reduces insulin resistance. And the ultimate thing is it creates slow weight loss over time. Like, you're not going to have massive weight loss at one time. It's going to be a gradual process over time. And honestly, that's the best way to go about losing weight, because you don't want to lose a mass amount of weight and it could be easier for it to come back on really fast that way. Some people think that it's unhealthy to go about weight loss that way as well. So your weight loss results is going to be slow and gradual, which is the best way. If you are considering taking berberine, it's important to make sure that you make the proper diet changes. It's also important that you get your body moving, do some type of, regular workout, even if it's something light. And it's also important to make sure that you remain consistent. I know a lot of people search for instant gratification, but when it comes to certain things, you cannot be that way. You have to have a certain level of patience, because it didn't take you overnight to gain 150, 30 pounds. So it's not gonna be overnight for you to lose that weight. If you are expecting to lose 10 pounds with berberine in a month's time, then you might be a little bit disappointed. That's why it's important to remain consistent. There are some ideal candidates or people who it may show more promising results for than others. People who are over the age of 40 suffering from stubborn belly fat, people who have trouble with sugar cravings, or people who may have trouble with stabilizing their blood sugar, people who may be affected by PCOS or prediabetes. Of course, get the advice of your doctor before you start something like this to be on the safe side. It's also going to be ideal for people who can't tolerate the weight loss drugs or the GLP-1 drug. It's a great alternative, and it's also great for people who prefer a more natural route and who are okay with the weight loss being gradual over time. Some folks should be cautious when taking berberine. You want to make sure if you are on any type of medications, you run it by your doctor or pharmacist, somebody who can give you a little bit more insight as far as drug interactions. People who are on blood sugar medication and people who are on blood pressure med all need to be aware. And of course, anyone who is pregnant or breastfeeding should probably not take berberine. I'm sitting here thinking, what can I share with the audience next? What can actually be helpful information that they could use every day? Practical steps they can start taking today so they can start seeing results. Something that I would do. And this is what I found. Now, I want to help you guys to figure out how to spot actual authentic product. It can be a little bit tricky out there, as we know that, we don't know. People could be packaging up any old thing and just selling it to you. Well, you want to make sure that you know what to look for before you go and waste your money on something that is not going to give you the results that you're looking for. What you should look for, the most studied form of berberine has been berberine HCl or berberine hydrochloride. Look for anywhere up to 500 milligrams per capsule. You want to make sure that you avoid any type of proprietary blends that may hide the dosage amount. Make sure you pay attention to the label on the back of the product. Flip the bottle over, look to see exactly how much of each ingredient is in the actual product, and you'll have a better idea of whether or not to decide that this product is authentic enough for you to take. Also, you want to make sure you avoid any products that claim that it's a miracle cure for weight loss. It is also helpful to look for third-party testing sometimes, such as USP or NSF, or any type of independent lab testing verification. A lot of times you should be able to find this information somewhere printed on the label of the bottle. So capsules are going to be better than powders because it's going to be more likely that the consistency is going to be more uniform. And also be skeptical of the prices out there, because if it's advertised too cheaply, a lot of people might be drawn to the idea that, okay, this is affordable, let me go ahead and buy it. Well, you want to be careful for that too, because cheap doesn't always mean quality and vice versa. If something is extremely expensive, it doesn't always mean that it's quality either. So I did a little bit of research for you, and I found the best way to use berberine for the most effective and the best weight loss results. Now, this is general guidance, and of course, make sure you do your own research. So it's recommended to take 500 milligrams 2 to 3 times a day. You want to make sure you start low with your dosage and then work your way up to higher dosage when your body can accommodate it. It's recommended that 1 capsule per day for the first week. There are some possible side effects, including upset stomach or issues with digestive issues. Constipation or loose stools can also happen as a side effect. And just remember that just because it's natural does not mean that it is risk-free and you can just overuse it however you want. Be careful of that. Berberine is not nature's Ozempic, although you can compare it to it, and it does have a lot of great qualities and properties that could help your body to release that stubborn weight that your body has been holding on to. Just to recap, it does support your metabolism and it helps to improve it. It also helps with insulin resistance, and we know that insulin resistance is a major issue in how people have trouble with losing weight. It has more of a gentle effect. You're not going to feel like you're fighting an uphill battle with the weight loss because it's gentle on your system, even though it's a gradual process. So it's going to be a long-term health effects, not something that's quick. So I want to know if you guys have ever used berberine, or if you're thinking about using it, put it in the comment section. I want to know what you think about taking it. So I'm always here to share budget-friendly natural health solutions for people out there such as myself. Why not share the wealth of information with people like myself? So if you guys found this video to be helpful, go ahead and like this video, thumbs it up, and put a comment in the comment section so the YouTube algorithm can help push this video to more people who may find this information useful. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.